Hello everyone, my name is PolishLynx, and after what happened in this mine labyrinth or whatever it is actually, we can finally feel some relief, but we still look like we are going to kill somebody. That's what she said that if a good candidate presents itself. Juliana shuddered. No, not you. It might be nice to spank you, but there is no reason to kill you. She smirked. Yet? Oh, you. Okay, it is definitely time to get out of here. They can send their space shuttle forces, rescue teams, ghostbusters, whatever tomorrow. I don't care. Will we go back? I looked around the room once again and noticed a door to my left. Whoa. The door was just like in the bomb shelter, a massive metal one. I pulled the wheel a couple of times, but it just creaked loudly. If I only had that crowbar. It doesn't work? Juliana asked in a depressed voice. Nope. Actually, I didn't have any strength left. In another situation, I would strain myself, ask Juliana to help, look for something to use as a lever, but now I just wanted to get out of this mine. I wanted to hope that there was a path of least resistance for us to take, and that meant hoping that I remembered the way through the labyrinth. Let's go back. Okay. She smiled and took my hand. We walked even slower on the way back through the labyrinth. Stones scattered under our feet, water dripped from the ceiling onto our hands, feeling like drops of molten tin. Juliana quieted down and followed me in silence. Did something happen? What do you mean? It's strange for it to be quiet for more than a minute. No, everything is alright. But something was wrong for sure. One fork after another. A minute ago I was certain that at the next corner I would see the cross Juliana had stretched before. I was wrong. My faith in my ability to guide us was melting away with each second. Well, you should go right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, and you would be at the place. Well, whatever. I decided to distract myself with conversation. It's alright, it just... What? It all went so wrong with Shurik, and now we are stuck here. You saved my life, you should be proud of yourself. I tried to encourage her, but Juliana didn't seem to get it. But if I hadn't taken his metal rod away, he might have stayed. Whether he'd stayed or not, what's the difference now? We'd still have to get out from here, wouldn't we? Yeah, but everything's alright. That psycho will find a way out of sure. I really was sure about that. Finally we came to a long tunnel, on the wall of which was the cross. Juliana cheered up a bit and we almost ran the rest of the way to the surface. You see? The full moon shined above us again, and the building of the old camp didn't look nearly so ominous as before, especially in comparison to the bomb shelter and the catacombs. That was cool, wasn't it? It looks like Juliana's gotten her usual cheerfulness back. I'm not sure about cool, but I'm glad we got out. So, shall we go and look for Shurik? What? I was speechless for a moment, unable even to finish the sentence. Are you crazy? We already found him. Tomorrow Olga Dmitrievna and the police can go down there and catch the caveman to run tests on him. Well, no wells. Back to the camp. To sleep. I walked rapidly from that dreadful place, ignoring the furious Juliana. Within 10 minutes we are already back at the square. Okay, that's all for today. Dismissed, soldier! Juliana saluted and was about to leave when she suddenly yelled and started to excitedly wave her hands. Look! Look! I turned to the benches and saw Shurik lying on one of them. Oh my! It was really hard to wake him up, as if the caveman had decided to sleep for a year beforehand. Well, where am I? He mumbled in his sleep. Do you want to explain yourself now? Explain what? We've been looking for you all night, and you jumped at Semyon with metal rod, and then ran away. Juliana jumped around the bench, ready to explode. What happened, and why am I here? Shurik seemed to come to his senses. Oh, do be so kind to explain that. How did you get out of the mine? Why did you go there in the first place? Everything, step by step. What mine? There was such sincere surprise in his eyes that I started to doubt. He really might not remember anything. Where have you been for the last 12 hours? I don't know. Shriek sat and his face frowned with the effort of thinking. I went to the old camp in the morning. People say there was some old equipment there, for parts for the robot, and... He stared at us in confusion. And that's all. So you don't remember? I don't. Alright. I sat next to him and leaned back on the bench. Their stars shone brightly in the sky. They remember everything. Even that, what Shurik was doing in the bomb shelter. Post-traumatic shock. What? Such symptoms are experienced by people after heavy stress, after a disaster, for example. Shurik remarked with a smart look on his face. You should sleep now. Yeah, but... We'll speak tomorrow. Shurik looked at me for some time, but then he got up and slowly walked to his cabin without saying a word. So what is it with him? He probably forgot everything that happened in the mine. He's lying. Look, why would he have to lie? So he wouldn't have to answer for when he tried to attack you with a metal rod, she said uncertainly. Doesn't look like it, and doesn't matter now. It does! We must find out! The criminal must be punished! If that rule was applied to you, you would have been placed under house arrest a long time ago. Or worse. What does that have to do with this? I don't leap at people with a rod. It wasn't intentional. He's lying! He may be lying. I was really exhausted after that, especially this night, and I really didn't care whether was Shurik speaking the truth or just pretending to. It really looks like he doesn't remember anything. I'm going to sleep. Then? Uliana jumped up and stood on her tiptoes. Good night! You too. I don't know, seemed like there was something special in the expression of her face that moment. I didn't care. The camp leader had been waiting for me at the home. I thought you wouldn't come back. I would have expected an erection from Olga Dmitrievna except that one. Since you went away with Uliana. Aren't you supposed to worry about us? Why should I? You're okay? Okay then. I had neither the strength nor will to argue with the leader or to find out the reasons for her behavior. I took my clothes off and crawled under the blanket. It's all too much for a single person. Looking for Shurik in the dungeons was a job for search and rescue professionals. Doing it with Uliana for certified madmen. But it was, in a way, fun. I fell asleep with a smile on my face. And we start day 6. Sorry, day 5. We're on. And that happened before. Here you go, electronic. Now, the happiness of being on a camp like that appeared. Right, where we go? We go to the clubhouse. I always do. Alright, clubhouse. I was desperately hungry. Always took good care of my health. And even better care at the times when something started to hurt badly. And now I was able to walk, and my feet weren't even hurting much. So my feet will heal up eventually while my hunger can't wait. I decided to take advantage of Electronic's invitation. In the end, knowing the local owners, it was smart to assume that there wasn't even a piece of stale bread left at the canteen. And the Cybernetics Club actually somewhat owe me. With such thoughts, I approached the club's building. I had heard screams coming from it. I tried to listen closely, but couldn't figure out anything. Give it back! No, I won't! Uliana was running around the room with a coil of wire in her hands, chased by Shriek. Guys, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but... Give it back! They didn't even give me a bit of attention. No, I won't! Shriek completely caught up in the chase, slipped past me, almost knocking me down. Hey! Uliana was running in circles around the room, laughing cheerfully. I wonder what she needs the wire for. Meanwhile, the head of Cybernetics Club was looking fine even after yesterday's madness. One could even say he was looking fresh. But this probably wouldn't help him to catch Uliana. She was smaller, more agile and faster after all. She could easily drive him to exhaustion. Hey! Uliana ran up to me and hid behind my back. Shriek in his turn left the club, slamming the door on his way out. He was offended, it seems. Hey, what's wrong with you? You won't catch me! She looked at Electronic, who was silently observing all this silly running, and stuck out her tongue at him. Semyon, take the wire away from her. And why do you need it in the first place? You don't have enough wire or something? He was trying to catch Uliana, who was hiding behind me. He moved to the right, while she moved to the left. He moved to the left, and she moved to the right. In the end, I got tired of this and grabbed the wire from Uliana with one dexterous move. Give it to me! Give it back! She shouted resentfully. No, I won't. Stop horsing around. I had the wire above my head, so Uliana with her height couldn't possibly get it. Thank you. Okay, fine. She snorted and turned away from me. Why do you need it in the first place? That's none of your business. Uliana looked at me slyly. Do you want me to tell everybody that you... I shut her mouth with my hand and dragged her along to the exit. Okay, we need to go. I told Electronic while giggling stupidly. And what did you come for? Once outside, I let the kicking Uliana free. Hear me out, you realize that it was an accident. Even more so, it was caused by you. I know nothing. Facts are facts, you were watching us. Oh. What would Olga Dmitrievna think? On the one hand, I did not want to care in the slightest what the camp leader would say, but on the other, everything was against me, and in my position it would be better to not get myself into such a situation. Fine, maybe we can make a deal somehow. She started to think. I know. I anticipated the worst. You bring me that wire. But what do you need it for? I need it for my needs. Okay, let's assume I get it. You won't tell anybody. I give you the word of a pioneer. I could hardly believe her. But on the other hand, it was just a coil of wire, so why shouldn't I try? Refuse. No, wire for you. Enough already. Then I'll tell everything. You'll tell everything anyway, or at least I will. Get lost. Yeah, sure, as if it was my fault. It is, you were watching us. No, I wasn't. But no matter how you slice it, I actually was. Me too. Alisa doesn't think so. She doesn't agree with me about a lot of things. And Olga Dmitrievna won't be happy either. You know what? I start to lose my temper. If you want to tell everything, go ahead right now. And don't forget to mention that the government's default, war, depression, global warming and the Genesis flood are all my fault too. Oh come on, stop overacting like that, I was joking. Joking! I suddenly realized that I really was wound up too much. Your jokes are stupid, and what am I supposed to do every time? Guess if it is for real or a joke. Yep, she grinned. It's more fun that way. Uliana turned around and ran towards the square, waving her hand in parting. Still, you can deal with her in a harmonious way. I sighed and went back into the club's quarters. Electronic was building something with rapt attention. Now I'm done with everything. So I thought you could get me something as you promised. My voice sounded a bit psychopathic, which was enough to drive me mad. Of course, I'm not insisting, but... 1 minute! He tore himself away from his work and got a pair of buns from the drawer and a classic triangular pack of kefir. Be my guest. Thank you. While I was busy eating, Electronic didn't turn away from his device for a second. He was rolling up the wire, which I had taken away from Liana, onto the coil. So what's this? An inductor. And doctor? Join our club and you will know everything. He looked at me and smiled slyly. I'll think about it. Of course I wasn't going to join anything, but taking into account that he had fed me, I had to be polite. By the way, as I said, I have something else. Well, yeah. Wait a second. He went to the adjacent room and came back after a minute with some kind of package. Dun da da da! And gave it to me. There was a big bottle of Stolichnaya vodka inside. I get it, but it's still morning. Or does Electronic share the motto of get drunk in the morning, take the entire day off? What are you talking about? I'm not suggesting we drink it. We have it to clean the optics. Clean the optics. Yeah, right. Internally. Okay. I gave him the package back. I'll go then. Come back in time. Of course. The moment I want to have a drink. Walking out, I questioned myself why he wanted to show me the vodka in the first place. Suddenly my hunger returned again. For sure, a meal of some buns and kefir was awesome, but it's not enough to fill me up. Luckily for me, I heard the boil sound, calling pioneers for lunch. And that's the moment we end the episode here, and hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one. Bye.